Hello, Gemini. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys are doing amazing. This intuitive reading will look into your energy versus their energy from now until end of October. Please keep in mind that the messages are general. If it doesn't resonate for you, do check your other signs for more important information. And cross watchers, the energies can also be vice versa depending on your situation as well. If you guys are interested to join the free giveaway competition, kindly check the description box down below and the winner shall be announced by the end of the month. Thank you guys so much for your support. With that said, let's get into your reading. Any messages, please, Spirit, for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from now until end of October. Any messages, please, Spirit, for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from now until end of October. Alright, so let's cut the deck and see what comes up for you, my dear. First card, Gemini, we have the Devil. You may have Capricorn in your chart. Some of you guys could also be dealing with the Capricorn. Major Arcana. Whoa, and we also have the High Priestess here. Okay, I'm really drawn to the colors here, the red colors. There's a lot of passion, but also a lot of intense emotions here. There could also be some tension rising between you and someone you're dealing with. So let's get some cards out to see who and what you're dealing. We have the Queen of Wands. See, fire sign, a lot of fire, a lot of passion in this relationship. But also, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's also bad, okay? That's because you're passionate about each other is what I'm seeing here. But there needs to be some healthy boundaries is what I'm getting here, Gemini. So you might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius here as well. And also 5 of Coins on their end. The overall connection or energy playing out for this time period is the 5 of Wands or 5 of Spears. See, a lot of fire. Indication that there needs to be some balancing out of energies. Too much fire, too much tension. I feel like it could also be dealing with someone's temper issues here. And there needs to be a lot of calming down here. The ability to balance stuff that I feel like normally someone just can easily get a little bit explosive. It's like it's in their personality, or they just easily get angry or upset about a situation. And I feel like you could be trying to convince your partner or person to see it your way here with the 5 of Wands, but now until end of October, I feel like it's something you argue a lot about. You want your person to become more calm, cool, and collected so that they can begin to understand your way, your end of the stick, if that makes sense. Because the 5 of Wands, there seems to be a squabble, but it keeps turning out to be a heated discussion. But when you take a look at it, if you zoom out in the whole situation, it could have started off with something simple, you know, a disagreement, a fight, or an argument. But because, like I said, someone's inability to keep calm here, they tend to make it a bigger issue, if you know what I mean. With the High Priestess here, I feel like you're dealing with a very spiritual person, but at the moment, something is energetically blocking this person from listening to their intuition. It's either that they're doing things counterintuitive. They could be indulging further on this energy, the Devil, rather than listening to their guides and their intuition. Okay, because when the High Priestess shows up, she talks about approaching this in a very calm way. The ability to take a step back, to analyze, to introspect, and to meditate. Okay, and also seeing things in both ends. Okay, she talks about duality, right? What is seen versus what is evident, what is light versus what is shadow. In order to make a decision about situation, you need to see both ends of the stick. But that's why I said there's an imbalance of some sort here, because they tend to listen more to, I don't want to say a pessimistic outlook, but that's how it feels like. They tend to exaggerate stuff or make things a lot bigger than it should be. And on the other hand, now that I'm looking at it, this could be your energy over here, Gemini, but please feel free to swap the roles if it better suits your situation here. And I feel like over here, Gemini, you are the calm, cool, collected person. You could be sitting pretty on your throne here. And with the 5 of Coins, though, I feel like you could be feeling a little bit left out in the cold by this person a lot of times, because like I said, they refuse to listen, they refuse to respect your voice or acknowledge your voice. Even though if you take a look closer here, you being the Queen of Wands, or you're aligning to her energy, this can represent that you have a very understanding nature. You have, you know, just the natural ability to extend your patience about something. But also, if you do get agitated or maybe triggered, I feel like, you know, it's energetically draining for you guys to keep on fighting and arguing about stuff that you don't want to get bigger. But also, it's like it takes a lot of your energy to keep your cool here. Some of you guys could also be fighting about home, fighting about money situation, because that's what I'm seeing with the Five of Pentacles. It can also mean emotional winter or physical winter in your life, wherein basically it's a mindset, okay? Not so much about the actual state of lacking something in your life, but mostly a mindset, Gemini. It's a mindset of not having enough of what you need. Because I feel like whoever you're dealing with here, because they're coming across as quite pessimistic, and they're coming across as quite, they have a negative outlook of this whole situation. It feels like you guys are being pressured into something, but you're not beginning to question if you do have what it takes to make this person emotionally satisfied, if that makes sense. You're now beginning to have this kind of mindset where you feel like you're constantly having this chip on your shoulder to prove something to this person here as well. Okay, I don't know, there's an energy block with this person at the moment, whoever you're dealing with, and that's why they're not listening to their intuition, and they could be indulging in, with the devil energy, their inner demons, right? This can mean insecurities. This can mean that they have a natural possessive nature as well, or they maybe bind themselves into what it is that they want, instead of maybe looking at your perspective. But don't get me wrong, I feel like this is a very spiritual person, spiritually inclined person. At the moment, they might be experiencing a sense of empathy trap in their life, okay? It's something that they need to clear here. There's a negative energy that they haven't cleared for so long, and once they do so, I feel like they might also need your help about helping them clear this negative energies, this low vibrational energies, okay? That's what I'm seeing. We have a lot of fives in your reading. That means your relationship at the moment could be undergoing a lot of transition, a lot of changes. And usually when changes happen, it's not easy. It's something that would need time to adjust to. So let's see what is the current challenge in this situation for you, Gemini. We have here the Three of Cups. So the challenge here is to get along, really, you know, not to make things heavy than it should. Because the Three of Cups means lighthearted feeling, okay? It's the ability to enjoy one's company. It's the ability to have fun and ease the quarreling, you know? It's also like you want to have a sense of togetherness with your person, you know? And avoid getting too serious. Because I feel like they're over here overly serious about situation, and it's starting to become an energy that's heavy on your shoulder, you know? And so whatever you choose to approach your person, it seems like they're always seeing things in a negative way. And this might drive you guys to think of finding your happiness in something else too. That's what I'm seeing here. Because with the Five of Pentacles, it could be that they're making you feel outcasted, left out in the cold. And you might still be searching for a little bit of fun and togetherness, a sense of togetherness. And because this person has been maybe pushing you towards the limit here with their pessimistic outlook, it's like you're looking for positivity somewhere else. And you do deserve that, and you do want some kind of lighthearted feeling in your environment, because this is a little bit heavy to deal with. I hope this is all making sense for you, Gemini. Okay? And that is the challenge at the moment, to see things in a very positive way, to reconnect with people that you also really vibrate in the same kind of frequency. Because this is, being attached here also drains you, is what I'm seeing, okay? So, let's clarify these energies. Why is the Devil card here, please, Spirit? Why is the Devil card? We have the Seven of Cups. So, this can also indicate, like, the Seven of Cups can be a lot of things, right? It can mean options, it can mean choices. It can also mean that They have a very imaginative kind of thinking at the moment, but it's mostly pessimistic with the devil. Or meaning there's a lot of temptations in this love. So you must be careful about this, Gemini, because there's something here that feels superficial. And yeah, this means temptation. They might give you a lot of offer here, Gemini, but they're not telling the whole story. It's just half of the story here. And with the High Priestess, she talks about, you know, secrets. She talks about mystery. It's like someone is not telling you the whole story here, Gemini. And I feel like if you base things on your intuition, I feel like you know something is up with your partner. It feels as though they're not becoming really loyal and true to you here with the Seven of Cups, but they're trying to tempt you into something. So we have the Nine of Swords. Pretty heavy energy over here with the Nine of Swords. But they're grieving about a situation here. It's quite an interesting energy. I feel like they're trying to fight their inner demons here. There's something that they're trying to avoid to heal in their life. That's why it's driving them to think about crazy stuff. Because with the Seven of Cups and Nine of Swords, this is overthinking energy. This is self-imposed fears, okay? Someone is in their head a lot, thinking about all this negative stuff. But when it comes to your relationship, it's like they can't have the sense of urgency to address the issues, and they may just keep on tempting you to stay in the relationship because they see you as the very peaceful kind of person. Okay, I feel like you guys are definitely the lighthearted in this dynamic, and this person could be energetically pulling you down as well because something about them that's not being healed here. And this is all in the realms of subconscious, by the way. I don't know if this person is aware of that or not, but they're coming across as quite heavy here and unhealed. There's also the energy of obsessing about something. There's just all red flags in this reading so far. And I apologize, I don't want this to be a heavy reading, but that's what the cards are saying. So I feel like what this person needs right now is definitely some soul searching here, my dear. Okay. It seems like they're trapped in their own kind of thinking. It's the mind that's a little bit all over the place at the moment, and they refuse to take action in reality because it seems like their inner demons has already taken over. It's like they're indulging themselves in this double energy. It's possessing them. Okay. And this is affecting you so much because I feel like you care a lot about this person, but you also know it's starting to become a little bit unhealthy if you continue on in this direction without the need to address this whole situation. I feel like you're not seeing it as deep as I'm seeing it with the cards. I feel like most of you guys could be telling yourselves your partner just keeps on wanting to argue and fight, but there's something deeper that this person is going through. Trust me. It's something in the realms of, you know, their subconscious here. Also the way that they think. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands here. We have the Seven of Coins. Alright, and we also have here the King of Coins. Alright, so I see some jealousy issues here, Gemini. You could also be dealing with someone who's overly jealous. Maybe they're, because the Queen of Wands can also represent sometimes, okay, since we have the Three of Cups and we have the Seven of Cups. Bear with me here. I hope that I'm not losing you guys, but sometimes that can represent that someone thinks that you have other person, they have a sense of competition over you, that there might be some third-party energy trying to interfere. But deep down, they're the ones maybe holding on to some other options out there that you're not aware of. Is they're trying to keep it as a secret, but they also, it's like they want to possess you all on their own here, Gemini. And they could be afraid of their own shadows, if that makes sense. They're trying to blame you for having someone else that you don't actually have, if that makes sense. They are constantly jealous and constantly controlling, but deep down it's them who have that issue, okay? It's them that haven't quite healed from their ways, their patterns, their toxic behavior here. So they're just putting the blame on you, because that's usually what I see with the Five of Wands. because they can't face the truth on their own. They can't deal with reality, that they put the blame on you. But they also need you in their life because it validates their feeling. Whoa, cards are really talking at the moment. And that's the reason why I feel like you have to keep your cool about this, Gemini. Don't let this get to you, because it can get a little bit explosive here. I think you're dealing with someone's shadow side. They're not usually this type of person. Like I said, I sense a very spiritually inclined person, but right now they're overly indulging to their shadow here, to their desires, to some unhealthy behaviors. I even sense over drinking here, or just a sense of indulgence here into toxic things. And that could be the reason as to why your overall dynamics is affected. Home situation is affected. Money situation is affected here. It's like everything is being put on hold because your partner or your person is not doing their end of the stick here, end of their work. And you've been constantly putting and diligently trying to overcome the situation with your person. Okay? You're trying to see things in a more practical point of view, if that makes sense. Why is the 3 of Cups here, please, Spirit? Already 16 minutes in. So we have the Ace of Coins. Yeah, you want something more solid with your person, but also I'm getting here that not only is there a drinking problem, but possibly money problems here. Like someone could be overly spending something. And I feel like they're trying to keep it a secret from you, but you can already recognize that they're not in a good spot in life. It's either they waste a lot of money because of their drinking problems, but in fact, it's you who needs some fun and light-hearted experience in your life because dealing with such a person has drained you. But they could be making a lot of excuse just to overindulge here, overspend. And the reason why I said it's not healthy, it's not fair, because look at you guys, you're already suffering the consequences of your partner's behavior. And you've been constantly covering for this person is what I'm seeing here. So why is the 5 of Spears here, please, Spirit? We have the Justice. So the Judgment card can indicate like they need to awaken to the reality that they're doing something really, really wrong here. Okay, they need to let go of all the stuff that they're doing, either with you or within themselves, that has been a burden, that has been weighing them down. Judgment means you also need to make a judgment call, because I feel like this has already been one or too many cycles with this person. You've given this situation one too many chances already. And you know at some point this has stunted your growth at some point, because the Devil card can also indicate codependency. Maybe you tried to cover for this person, you tried to provide. This person could also depend on you for money, for whatever it is that they depended on you for. We have the 7 of Swords as the final outcome. So the 7 of Swords, that could be a lot, a lot of definition, but I'm getting from the cards that you guys are still not communicating at the moment, because you still are clearly upset with your person, or they are still completely upset with you here. There's lack of communication. Yeah, and 3 of Swords, quite a heavy reading here. But I know it's not going to resonate for all, but if it does, at least for one of you out there, I feel like this cards indicate that it has been a repeated pattern from your person, 5 of Cups. But all these cards indicate like it's either you've given them so many chances, but they kept on breaking your trust with the 5 of Cups. It seems as well that they can't let go of a past wound or hurt or trauma in their life. Because I sense that this is definitely a spiritual person, but something that has damaged them along the way with the Devil, that up until now they don't face it, they don't confront it, and they still go on in that path of self-destruction or self-sabotage. Either they're doing this like physically, you're seeing evidence of them self-sabotaging, drinking, overspending, overindulging, or this can mean like exhibiting jealousy over possessiveness, or some kinds of obsession here, controlling personality. Could be in the realms of emotions as well, right? But whatever it is, they're avoiding to talk things out with you, because I feel like that could be the start of healing process. To forgive the past here, to let go of the past and recognize that not all those glasses are shattered. There's still something like a potential that can exist between the two of you, because the Judgment can also mean second chances, right? But it's like someone refuses to change, or if someone does decide to become healthy, they need to also confront either environmental influence in their life or their inner demons. They need to finally, express this, purge this, let it be brought to light, so that it will be completely out of their system, and they can have a chance of a sense of new beginning, a sense of judgment here, which is being stripped away from anything that's unhealthy. Okay, this is all about a spiritual awakening journey for your person. Okay, because with the Seven of Swords, avoiding a situation, avoiding not talking about it, sweeping it under the rug doesn't make a situation go away or disappear. It's precisely because it's not being talked and discussed that this person, at the moment keeps on going on that path unchecked. Okay? And I feel like they lack discipline at the moment because they can't see it for themselves. Usually when the devil card shows up in a reading, that can indicate not being aware of such habits. They think that it's normal. It's normal behavior. It's normal pattern. You know what I mean? But if you guys are already aware of that, I feel like addressing the issue can really start, communication can really start getting this person back on track, because they definitely got sidetracked here. Something could have influenced them, because the Devil card and Seven of Cups can also mean like influences, This can mean addictions. This can mean it's a lot. The list can go on and on with the Devil here. Could be latching themselves on different people. Could be obsession. So it's a little bit of a heavy energy. And then we have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is someone you love. This is someone you care about. This is someone you see as family, okay? This can also mean that if you are overcoming this whole situation, this conflict, this drama that keeps playing on and on the same way, I feel like this card indicates it could be a spiritually fulfilling love, especially if this is good. If this is family dynamics. It can be restored to its normal happy state, okay, healthy state. But you can't do all the work on your own. I feel like what is needed at the moment is some professional help, if you know what I mean. A third outside mediator or an expert, a counsel, maybe. I'm not an expert, but what I'm saying here is it needs an expert, someone that knows more about this kind of stuff here, okay? Because this person needs to undergo some deep program of healing. Because I feel like you try to talk it out in the past. So we have the Bone Collector here. This card usually indicates that there's something definite. It just confirms to me what I already perceived a while ago. There has someone that has caused pain in this person's life, an untreated wound that has been passed down as years went by, has been unattended, it has been unhealed. They never have the chance or the opportunity to claim back what they thought has been lost. This is the mindset that I was talking about, of maybe feeling like they're never going to be restoring their health back, their healthy lifestyle back, their healthy, decisions in their life. Is something that they essentially felt has been lost along the way. It's a mindset thing. But universe has always been waiting for this person to step into the light and claim that power back, okay? It's essentially always been waiting for them, parts of them that they thought has been lost. It's not really lost here. They just really need to overcome this inner demons, okay? And we have the Talisman. So this is all about a process of growth and lessons being learned, so that one person can be more sharpened, more wise. It's like their intuition has been a little bit dull for some time now. They weren't listening to their intuition. But if they do claim that back, I feel like they will find their path back home to themselves, to their healthier selves, okay? And shift their direction back on track, okay? So that is your reading, my dear Gemini. I know it's a little bit of an eye-awakening reading, and I hope that this has helped at least one of you guys out there. I know it's not going to resonate for all, but I was really getting specific messages. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.